Hello student, welcome all of you on our YouTube channel. This is lecture 7 for BSc TY and paper is Linear Algebra, semester 5 and topic is example of vector spaces. So student, in previous lecture we have discussed what is meant by vector spaces. Now we have to study some examples of vector spaces. So first example, let F be a field, F be the any field, and K be a field, K be a field, that is another field, contains F as a subfield, contains F as a subfield. F is a field, F be a field, K be a field, contain F means as a subfield, so K is superset of F. K is superset of F because K is subfield. F is subfield of K. That means all elements of F is in K. So field F and field K both are field. Then in that case, this set K, that is field K, act as a vector space over F. That means whatever the subfield, on that field the superfield or superset is always vector space. So here K is a vector space over the field F. So you can verify it whether it is vector space or not. So you see here both are field. F is field, see here F be a field and K be a field. Okay, F be a field and K be a field, so both are field. So we know that which property necessary to show that K is vector space over the field F. So for the K plus is an abelian. K plus is an abelian. So K is a field, then K must be abelian with respect to plus. K must be abelian with respect to plus. Actually, if K is a field, then K is also abelian with respect to dot. There is no question. But according to definition, Only this is necessary. K plus is an abelian and K is field, therefore K plus is of course abelian. Then we have to check the second property, that is external property. What is the external property? If alpha be the element belonging to the field F and this nu be the element belonging to the field K, then their product alpha and nu belonging to K. Now F is a subset. See here, F is a subset of K. So F is a subset of K means all element of this field F must contained in K. So if we take the alpha belonging to F and nu belonging to K, then their product, now this alpha belong to F means this alpha is in K because F is subset of K. So of course this alpha and nu belongs to K. Definitely. So these two properties are the important properties. And after that, some 4 properties are also given. And that 4 properties, alpha into nu plus omega is equal to alpha nu plus alpha omega. This property. After that, second, alpha plus beta nu is equal to alpha nu plus beta nu. Third property, so alpha into beta nu is equal to alpha beta nu. Fourth property, 1 into nu is equal to nu. These are the 4th properties. And this one belonging to the unit element of the field F. Now we are trying to show that. If K is a subfield of the field K, then K is vector space. Then K is vector space over the field F. And if we have to show that this, then it must be necessary. We have to show that K is an abelian group with respect to plus and the external composition. So K is a field. So obviously K plus is an abelian group with respect to plus. That is right. Then second point, that is the alpha belong to F and nu belong to K. This is the external property. So here field F is the subfield of the K. Therefore alpha belong to F. So this alpha must belong to K definitely. And this nu belong to K and their product again belong to K. So external condition satisfied. And these 4 properties are very trivial. Actually no need to explain on this topic. But we discuss here. This alpha, if this is element belong to K, this is element belong to K, and this is a alpha element belong to field. So this element must be belong to K, no doubt, definitely. It shows the homomorphism. Alpha plus beta nu. Yes, we can write this alpha nu, beta nu, no doubt, no problem. So these are the trivial things. These are trivial things. Right distributive law, left distributive law, associative law respectively, which hold for K as a ring. So K is a field. K is a field, so definitely it is ring, because commutative division ring is field. Is it right? So you remember that if K is any field, and F is any field or F be a field, F is any field, and F is subsets of K, then this K act as vector space over the field F. So this is first example. Now we discuss second example. We discuss second example. Next example, second example. Let F be a field and V be a totality of ordered n tuple. So see here, F be a field, F be a field, and we discuss one set V, totality of order n tuple. V be the set, be the totality of ordered n tuples. So F be a field and V be a totality of ordered n tuple. That means V be the set of n tuples, that is alpha 1, alpha 2 to alpha n, like that, and these all alpha I must be belonging to the element of field. Now if we take the any two elements, let alpha 1, alpha 2 to alpha n and beta 1, beta 2 to beta n, these are the two elements belonging to the set V. These are the two elements belonging to the set V. We say that these two elements are equal if and only if alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 to alpha n is equal to beta 1, beta 2 to beta n. Alpha 1 is equal to beta 1, alpha 2 is equal to beta 2, alpha 3 is equal to beta 3, and so on. Alpha n is equal to beta n. That means for all alpha I is equal to beta I. Is it right? So these are two tuples, alpha 1, alpha 2, this is one element, and beta 1, beta 2 to beta, this is second element of vectors of set V. And introducing the required conditions with these two operations or the operation in the V. First, how to do the sum of two elements of alpha 1, alpha 2 to alpha n, beta 1, beta 2 to beta n. Now how to do the sum of these two elements of vector space V is equal to alpha 1 plus beta 1, alpha 2 plus beta 2, and so on, alpha n plus beta n. You are not independently do the sum of these two tuple. This is the first tuple, this is the second tuples of set V. You do the sum of these two tuples of vector space V given by or defined by this binary operation. You are not independent. Now this is the sum of two elements of the set V. Now we discuss second point. For the any gamma alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 to alpha n, what is the scalar multiplication, or it is actually external composition? So this is equal to how we do the operation or the external composition given by him, or it is already defined. So alpha, so this nu into alpha 1, sorry, gamma into, this is gamma, this gamma into alpha 2 to gamma into alpha n. So taking these two composition, then we say that V be the vector space of order n tuple. You can verify it. Or in the next lecture, we try to verify it. Otherwise, you do yourself. Because what is our set? Our set is V is equal to elements alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 to alpha n, or alpha I belonging to the element of the field. Now we have to show that this totality of order n tuple is a vector space over the field here. So here, this is the order n tuple. So order n tuples means this field is a real number. This is the field of a real number. And we have to show that this set V is vector space. So first we discuss V plus is an abelian. With respect to plus sign. So definitely, no doubt, V plus is an abelian because every tuple has inverse. Adding any two tuples, we get the tuple belong to V. Every tuple has inverse. And additive identity is 0, 0, 0 to 0 n times. This is the additive identity. Because this element plus any element alpha 1, alpha 2 to alpha n, we get that element alpha 1, alpha 2 to alpha n. So this is the identity element. Then what is the inverse? If alpha 1, alpha 2 to alpha n be the any element, then minus alpha 1, minus alpha 2 to all minus alpha n is 0, 0, 0 n times. So this is the inverse. So first class V plus is an abelian group. Now we have to discuss that four properties. So that four properties means left distribution, right distribution, and so on. These four property, that should be 100% satisfied. You verify yourself. So student, we stop here. We discuss some again more examples in next lecture. Thank you very much.